swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Ay, ay, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't. They amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a run with Cook. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. Ball carrier. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football.
10-10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Time with Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. And it's third
and long. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On the carry, it's Cook. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
First down carry for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him to listen to us. They've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get let things settle down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
To number 1.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Titans, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Forkser. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
Josh Jones in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 24, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Hill. push his way down to about the 14. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point attempt to come here.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Titans 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They start the drive with Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there out of Cook. 67 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
now Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Titans 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Hill, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
9-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 36.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. No, doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Tannehill now to throw. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Brings up third down.
Here's Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 46.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going up top. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 35. Titans 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now left side, a completion who's tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Tannehill's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the Vikings 35-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Henry. He struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
18-yard line.
They run it again with Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down at the 19.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They begin with Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The Titan ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 38, Tannehill looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Back back to throw. Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 14. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 63 yards. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
The extra point.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 38-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's the 2nd and 7. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Working with 2nd and 5 now. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.